So while Thomas is working on the last bushing, this is a new video. What's going on, everybody? Slime Dutchman here, and today is the final prep stage of this rear end beefing up build, whatever you want to call it. And today I'm gonna clean up these spots because there's gonna be a plate welded on here, one on there, one on there where the stud is, and one on there. Now these cables I all don't need because these are ABS and other stuff which I don't have anymore. This is the only one I need. This is a speed sensor, so I can cut these away. I can take these ones out, this one as well I think, so I have a little bit of more space to work around. Then basically you clean it up, you put the plate on, you put this stud on, so it keeps it in place and you can just fully tack it on. Looking at the gas tank, which is a bit close, but there's a welding blanket incoming. So if I'm a bit lucky, I have a welding blanket that I can put around and tuck around here to keep it somewhat safe. Don't need to weld a lot, but you know, don't want to fully drop the tank. It's just 3 bolts here, but it's like a fuel pump and fuel lines, and I don't want to mess with all of that. So at least at first we're gonna do this spot, and then when this is all done, I start off with this and just seeing what I need to clean. And I'll probably take the grinder out to get this base coat, this on the seal off. And then we have some copper spray that you can weld through, so it's not bare metal. So anyway, let's go start cleaning up. Pick the camera back up when it's done. So one step further.
Now we're gonna brush our teeth.
We're gonna brush our teeth. Now we just got these lids off, disconnected the connectors, and now the only thing we need to do is unplug those hoses, but there's a lot of sand and dirt in there, so we're gonna clean them up a little bit because I don't want any sand in my tank, because we're going to drop the fuel tank. As you can see, that's where we need to weld that stud, and this is the gas tank, which is held on by 3 straps and then some fuel lines. And I just want to weld without having to worry about, like, is it getting too hot, is it getting too close to the gas tank. I was like, I'm gonna use a welding blanket, but then I saw how close it is to what you want to weld, and I don't want to take any stupid risks. So we're gonna clean this up and then get the vacuum on there, suck all the dirt out so we can disconnect everything safely, and then drop the fuel tank. After that, a little bit more cleaning, because I have done in those patches, which is all nice and clean. Also one on the other side, and we can start welding. So the fuel tank is out, so one plug here, one plug here, one plug there. Then you can drop it a few inches so you have the space to work around it. And then we did it from the bottom side. There's one here that you can then reach. This will also be doable from the top side. That one will be a little bit harder, but we got those off as well, two lines. And then all the other lines are clicked in here, so you need to like get a screwdriver. You can stick it in here under the line and you just push it up and it just all comes out. And then what?
These two you can just put your finger on.
And those you can put your finger on. That's the fuel neck. But then if you look under the car, where's the light? You had the light. There we go. And then well, as you can see how much space we have here now. I mean, this is what we need to weld. That's one spot, and then there's another spot, and there's no fuel tank in the way whatsoever, so we can fully just, you know, clean and prep this to be the same as that. And then I think, because it's getting later and getting dark in a few, well, I think in 2 hours, I'll be fully cleaning and prepping that, and depending on how much time is left, we're just gonna seal it up with the special, what is it, the special welding stuff that you can, the paint that you can weld through, so it's not rusting, because this is bare metal and this overnight with all the moisture is going to turn brown, and I don't want to weld on contaminations. And I think tomorrow is welding day, but let's see how far we can get. And otherwise I will put the subframe, everything back together as one assembly, so basically when it's done welded, we can just shove it under, pump it up, bolt it on, and it's all done. So Thomas is cleaning up a few of those.
I have a better idea.
What? Doing it inside?
Yep.
Put that thing in the vise?
Yep.
Yep. So we got the welder out, we got those plates that we're now cleaning up a little bit, giving them a coat of paint, like the copper coating thing that you can weld through, but then, because if you put that on the car like that, then the inside can rust, of course. So we have done the whole underside of the car here, everywhere. And once those plates have dried out, we can start welding. So it is the next day. Yesterday I found out last minute that I needed to work, because my work schedule is just so fucked up. It's just not clear every time. So I needed to stop yesterday, and now today I'm continuing it all alone. Thomas is not here, but how many hands do you need actually when you're welding? Now yesterday we did a little test run, which went perfect, and I was like, well, if all welds are gonna be like this, hell yeah. And now I'm starting under the car, and it is, no, not terrible, but you know, welds like that. But these plates are in position, and just need to do all the plug welds and everything, and just lined up the holes. Those are terrible, that one is terrible, so I need to fix a little bit on that. But I'm no professional welder, and this is actually my first, I mean, I've done some welding just with the little sticks and everything, and I've used this thing maybe 3 times, just on little occasions, just a little thing, and just making something stitched together, not making it look nice. So this is actually my first real welding project thing to do. And you can see, as the first weld that I did was a bit sloppy, and the further I go along, the better it gets. So hopefully by the end of this I am a decent hobby welder. And if anyone is watching that is a welder, please spare me the comments. I know. But main task is that it is secure and it's not coming off. Just stitched welded that one on, just to finish up. Need one plate there, oh, there, and then yeah, just finish every little hole, edge, corner, everything basically, and then it's done to reinstall. So I'm gonna continue welding. There we go. You hear a little bit of sizzling, because inside of the car there are like 4 holes that you can sort of access this area, and I just sprayed a little bit of water in there because it was starting to smoke inside the car, and I'd rather have a little bit of water that can vapor out because of the heat and other options. There, I don't know if you can see that. There was some smoke coming out. There we go. But I'm rather safe than sorry with these things. I mean, I reinforced the rear, burned to the ground, but it's reinforced. That's no option. So I'm gonna continue this on and pick up the camera when I'm done.
How you doing?
How you doing, mate? Hello. I'm almost done, and also not the cleanest welds, but they're on. That's the most important.
For a first time welding experience, like semi first time.
Yeah. Well, as long as it holds, right? That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
It's the most important thing. But we have to stitch up some here along this line, and then only the trailing arms left to do, which is a lot of work, but
These suckers.
Yep, lots of plug welds and other weird edges.
So, I'll let you get to it. I'll go back to my fire.
So here we are on the last stage of the welding process. Let me get under the car. I've welded everything in. Now I have not perfect welding skills, but I think it's not coming off. Now the only thing I need to do is like these, this is where the subframe is gonna mount. So then we have like a plug weld here. Did I forget a plug weld? I forgot one plug weld.
Oh my.
I can do without one. But I need to shave this down so that when the subframe comes onto here, it sits nice and flush. So that's only the last thing I need to do.
And then it's up mounting everything again.
But that's for the next video. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Whether you like it or